Hey guys, do you have a vacation coming up with kids? I have this thing full of stuff that I have planned for my kids to do on our next road trip. I'd love to show you what's inside. Come along.
Welcome to Vio's Travel. Where to go and what to see. With kids.
So I have one of these storage clipboards for each of my kiddos, and let me show you what I have inside. I got these small little notebooks. They were a package of 4 of them for $1 at the Dollar Tree. A bunch of the things that I have for this trip are from there, like that pen as well. They each have a pen that has different colors available. I also have 2 coloring books or workbooks in each clipboard. They had a bunch to choose from at Dollar Tree. They had dot to dots, they had color by number, they had just normal coloring books for little kids, and then they had a more difficult set of coloring books. So I kind of got to each of my kiddos a couple of them that were that matched their age range. And that's my daughter's pen. I also got that little mirror and comb thing. I thought that would be cute. They had educational books as well. At the Dollar Tree, they also had little miniature games. I got one for each of my kids. This one is like a small version of that wooden labyrinth game. I don't know if you had that when you were a kid. There was a small pinball and this little spirograph toy. I will open that up and show you that later. We are headed to New Orleans, and so I picked up 2 packages of beads. I figured they'll be a lot cheaper than buying them while we're there. I found this little bag of erasers at Target on clearance. It came with 6 little cute erasers, so each of them will get 2. I picked up a package of twistable colored pencils this time around, so we won't have to worry about sharpening, and we definitely do not use crayons in the car because they melt. These were really cool. They had these at Dollar Tree as well for $1. They also had them at Target. However, the ones at Target I got on clearance after Valentine's Day. So I paid about 50 cents for the 2 that I got at Target. They are miniature light brights. I'm going to open them up in just a bit to show you how they work. They do require 2 AA batteries, so don't forget to buy batteries if you pick some of those up. So here I opened them. They have a little slide-out container that hold the colored pegs, which is really nice. It kind of clicks in there so they're not falling out everywhere. And when you push the pegs into each little hole, there's kind of a little gripping system so they don't fall out. This is great for the car. I know the pegs are going to end up on the floor anyway, but it'll be a little something that they can play around with. It'll be really cool if we get these out while we're traveling at night in the car. You will need a tiny screwdriver to get batteries in and out of this. I have a tip in another video on how to find one of those for just $1. This little pinball machine, it seems a little cheaply made, but at least everything is in one container, so there's not going to be any missing pieces. Same goes for this labyrinth. Everything is contained within itself, so there's not going to be any missing pieces. It is a little tricky, so that'll be fun watching my kids try to maneuver that ball around. This spirograph, I'm a little iffy on this. The pieces will probably get lost. There is no paper that came with this, so I will need to cut some paper that will fit before we go on our vacation. But the underside does keep the little pieces in there. I do realize also that we will need something to draw with. It did not come with a pencil or anything. You cannot store paper under there as well because there is a little peg underneath that board that kind of prohibits anything flat from being stored underneath there. But I think my daughter will have fun with it nonetheless. So on a safety note, I love Norwex. If you don't know about Norwex, you need to look it up. Basically, these are antibacterial cloths so that you can reuse. I've got one in a container for each of my kids. So I picked up some tissues. These were back at Dollar Tree. A calculator. My kids love messing around with calculators. Once again, Dollar Tree for just $1. There was another book that I picked up in a previous shopping trip that I just found. These were how to draw books. One for animals and one for drawing machines. I don't know if I told you earlier, I did have to cut the bottoms of the books off so they could fit in the cupboard or in the clipboard container. I found these little pencil cases, which are great because they're metal, they close. I'll be filling those with the twistable colored pencils and also mechanical pencils. I don't want to worry about having to sharpen normal pencils either. So we got mechanical pencils. These coin purses were super cute. Guess where I found them? Dollar Tree. Each kiddo will get a coin purse, and when they earn their quarters, this will be a little place that they can keep them in. I do have another video explaining my quarter game that I play on our vacations. When my kids were smaller, this was a great option while traveling, and my older kids still like to use these. They are Crayola Color Wonder, and all of the markers color clear unless they are on the special paper. Then if they're on that special paper, the colors will show up. So this is a travel case that you can purchase. It comes with a book or paper and some of the markers. I will link this in this description below. I will also link all of the other products that were not purchased at Dollar Tree, because a lot of these things you can find on Amazon as well, including the storage clipboards that I was showing you previously. This is kind of a small rendition of that clipboard. It does have a little clips above to hold the papers in place, but this is definitely not as deep as the other clipboards I was showing you. It does have a spot right there that holds 4 small markers or 2 large ones. This was a great thing that I came up with last year for my kids. I made each of them a binder. They loved messing with locks, so I put a lock and a key in each of their binders. And then at the beginning of each binder, I had a pencil pouch for the colored pencils. I took 2 or 3 coloring books to Office Depot, and they actually chopped the spine off of them and also punched them with a 3-hole punch. So they easily fit in the binder, and they can flip back and forth really easy with that binding cutoff. This trip I am doing something new with snacks. In the past, I've always kept all the snacks up with me and distributed them as I felt needed. This year, I've got one of these plastic containers that I got from Dollar Tree for each of my kids, and I've filled them with different snacks, and that's all they get for the entire day. So they have to learn to portion out their snacks, or they're all going to be gone and they won't get any the rest of the trip. So suckers, beef jerkies, granola bar, gum, mints, cashews, Tic Tacs, cookies, crackers, you name it. I also keep a special electronics bag for our vacations. I keep all of our charging cords, batteries, extra batteries, AA's, AAA's. I have my old cameras that I let my boys use, so those are kept in there along with their charging packs. Our old phones that the kids can use. Those individual battery packs are amazing. If you're gone from the hotel for an entire day, charge one of those up and keep it in your purse so your phone won't die during the day. I usually keep 2 or 3 of the white plugs in our electronics bag because you'll never know when you need another one of those. And an extra car charger always comes in handy as well. I hope you've gotten some great ideas. I will link as many of the products below as I can. I would appreciate a thumbs up and a subscription, and as always, I hope that you choose joy and take all of the pictures.